Ian.
Dave. Hello.
How's it going, buddy?
It's going great because I bought a thing.
You bought a thing?
I put money into the internet and
Really?
something showed up in my house.
The opposite happened to me.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
you put something into the internet and
Well,
some money showed up at your house?
My credit card number went into the internet, and then people took money out of it.
Oh, about that. Thank you for this shirt. I bought a shirt from our friend Ike, the Untitled Car Show. You should.
There you go.
You should also do the same. There you go.
Yeah.
There it is.
Hi,
All
Ike.
right. Hi, Ike.
Yeah.
I could have worn it today, but that thought just now occurred to me that I could have done that. And
Yeah?
That I didn't do it.
Why don't you just pop off old purple there and put it on?
Ooh, I don't know. The
Come
white
on.
balance
Yeah.
and the thing.
The
and
Twitch listeners would love it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Ian.
No.
Ian.
Anyway.
Who are we?
We are the Team Clearcoat podcast.
What are we?
We are an automotive podcast.
Who are you?
I am Ian.
Who am I?
I'm still not quite sure on that. Dave. Your name is Dave.
Dave. Okay. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's
what are we doing
that's
here,
us.
buddy? What are we doing here?
Wow. Well, that's. I didn't know we were going to get existential like right off the bat. That's a big. Oh, you just mean today?
Today.
Today.
And actually, I do have an existential FMK cars for you.
Oh, really?
I do.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to be talking about our karting.
Yes.
experience.
Yeah. Let's give a table of contents. We got My Eyes. We got some garage updates.
Yep. Some
Yep.
karting. We've got some
We have to talk about the news.
the news, and
Yeah.
we're going to talk about an update on where we are in car culture. You and me.
Yep.
You and
Yep.
me.
Yep.
We
You
have
and
some
I.
news there.
Yep.
We got. Spoiler alert, we got shit talked on a forum once already. I'm so excited. And
real journalists.
and some real journalists doing some real journalism that we are then gonna have some fun with. So
Right. Yes.
a lot of stuff to get to today, but we're gonna start by really bringing it down.
Well, okay.
Oh
All
wait,
right.
no, you want to do My Eyes
I
first?
want to do My Eyes
Let's do
and,
My
and
Eyes.
garage updates.
Let's do
okay.
that. Let's do that.
And
That's
I
a
am
good
going
idea.
to bring it down with. I'll just do garage updates, right?
Oh,
Because I made a $150 mistake. The blower motor in my Infinity, you heard it before it went out, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, the blower motor was going out. Turns out, yeah, exactly, yeah. And it was getting worse and worse and worse. And so, I bought one on Rock Auto, $65, $70, right?
Mm-hmm.
They shipped it to my house, and I added the magnet that you get from Rock Auto, to my ever increasing collection. I can basically do the entire side of my refrigerator in Rock Auto magnets now. If I hadn't eliminated the duplicates, I've culled them down. But anyway, so I did took off the glove box, which is an adventure in of itself in my Infinity, because in this kind of car, you don't just have like the latch and the hinge that just, the glove box just falls down. You have a tension mechanism so that the glove box gently graces you with its presence.
Right.
It says, "I've arrived, and
Yes.
here are your here are the 3 toothbrushes from the last time 3 times you went to the dentist, and also all of your Tires Plus receipts."
Right. Yeah. The tire place receipts. Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And so the contents of my glove box are gently presented to me, but this tension mechanism is a string on a pulley that's attached to the side, and so you have to figure out how to get that off, but even more difficult how to get it back on when you're done.
Right.
But anyway, so I got all that taken apart, and it was a really hot day, and I was in the driveway sweating bullets, and I had the sun shield up in the windshield so it wouldn't get too hot, but yeah, I was still just pouring sweat inside my car, and I put the new blower motor in, and connect the electrical connector, start it up. Awful noise. Oh
no.
I take it out, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what did I do? Like, what's going on?
Was there just something in the blades or something?
No. Like, I took it out and, like, looked at it, and everything seemed to be okay. I put it back in, and spun it, and something wasn't quite right. So I took it out and looked at it, and so the blower motor it's like a cylinder with fins along the peripheral of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there was a crack. And then I looked inside the housing, and there's this black melted plastic inside the housing that the blower motor goes into. And apparently when I put it in there, it wasn't quite seated correctly.
Oh.
So it was at a little bit of an angle, and rubbing the housing for the blower motor, and it struck it and broke.
Oh, no.
And then just kept turning and melting the plastic into the plastic housing. So black plastic into white plastic housing. And I was like, what the so like I'm out there like with sandpaper, like scraping the melted plastic out and all this stuff. And I don't have a blower motor, right? Like because the whole thing is cracked, and so it's not going to work or be balanced or anything like that. And so did you have to order like the housing and another motor? So that I thought I was going to have to get the housing, but I managed to get it cleaned up enough, like scraping it with screwdrivers, razor blades, a gasket scraper, and sandpaper. Yeah, and I was just trying to save some money and do it myself. Yep. And God damn it. And this is the first like real repair I've embarked on in the Infinity. Right. Right. And so so then I was like, well, I need a blower motor. Like I have to drive tomorrow for work, mm-hmm. and it's going to suck if I don't have AC. So I look at, I'm just like, God damn it. Maybe AutoZone has one. And they did. Oh, awesome. AutoZone. This is something I'm not used to. Right. An auto parts store that has parts for my car. Right. And they did. That's awesome. It was almost twice as much as you would get on Rock Auto. Right. But I got it, and so that was my $150 mistake. I got it. I made sure it was correctly seated before, it was mm-hmm. powered on, and it's great. It's great. So, $150 mistake. That's not so bad, but it still sucks. Right? Yeah. It still sucks. Yeah. Yeah. Because all that money that I saved by doing it myself. Exactly. Just dropped it off and exactly. Not had to worry about it. Yep. And had a loaner car and everything. Yep. Yep. So anyway, that's my garage updates. And then the other thing, and I'm really hoping you've had an experience like this. So this is the My Eyes portion of the show, right? Okay. So My Eyes. I work with a guy, and I never knew what kind of car he drove, right? Mm-hmm. And then I saw him pull up into the parking lot at work. Full-size maroon Mercury Grand Marquis. And it all clicked into place, right? Like everything about this guy clicked into place, and I was like, okay. Yeah. Yeah, so those times when you use that car, finding out what someone drives to fill in the last bits of their personality that you don't have. I'm sure you've done it. Yeah, absolutely. We did it to each other when we first met. Yes. Right? Yeah. We did a lot of things to each other when we first met. True. But we did that, right? And so I would be really interested to hear what listeners and what you've had fall into place, when you found out what car someone drove. Yeah. 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 Yeah, I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but I know that I have done that. A full-size Mercury Grand Marquis, right? I got to pull up a picture. I just want to see a live feed of your face, right? When that happens, you're just like, oh, yeah, right. And it was one of the last ones. It was this one right here. Yeah, let me pop it on over to the browser so the internet can see. Yeah. Yeah, the last of the run, but it was maroon. I love that also has a handicap. I think they just come with those. Yes. Yeah, the handicap placard. They do. Yeah. They do. Yeah. Yeah, but it all fell into place. That's really all funny. Right. Okay. Yeah. 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 So listeners, if you have stories about when you found out what car someone was driving and it either completely lined up with that person or it was vastly different. Right. Right? Because you can go either way. I've definitely had that experience before. We're like, oh, wait, no, that's not right. 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 Yeah. Yeah.
What's funny is that I have a friend who used to drive, like nothing but, like auction bought. Crown Vics.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And it didn't fit. It wasn't right.
Oh,
it wasn't right.
Okay.
And then he
does
recently,
not compute.
Yeah, in the last couple of years he got a really cool old Chevelle.
Okay.
And it fits a little bit better now.
Okay.
But yeah.
I like that the first thing I typed in the search was Ford, and it auto-filled Crown Victoria.
Yep.
See that?
Oh man, I'm sorry.
Dude,
I'm yawning.
buddy.
I don't know what's going on.
Well, we've had a day.
We have had a day. We
Okay.
went karting. Should we just transition right to that since we were talking about the day?
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we went karting, and we went
with my buddy Chris.
With your buddy Chris, who's awesome and crazy fast.
Our buddy Chris.
Yes.
Yes.
And he is very quick, and he's also an instigator. He's also a karting instigator because he always is the one who's like, we should probably do one more race. We should probably do one more.
Chris is genuinely one of the most rad people I have ever met. Like,
yeah,
like the communities that we run in, like the awesome people that fall out of those vending machines of like the communities that we're in.
Right.
Like it was bikes that brought us together, right?
Uh-huh.
And so we used to do these breakfast rides. And we just met doing those breakfast rides in Denver, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like it was like, oh my God, this guy is legit. You know, he makes his own bike frames. You know, he's a welder. He is the bicycle maker for Reeb, which is owned by Oscar Blues, and
right.
He's just an all around like awesome guy. He's really funny. He knows tons about food and music and all of this stuff, and he fucking kicks our ass at karting too.
He's quick,
right?
Yeah, he's fast.
Yeah. So it was awesome to see you again, Chris. Yeah. I saw his shop today where he welds all the frames and everything, and big ass CNC machine and all that awesome stuff. And
yeah,
so that was really cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So the new karts though,
yeah,
they are so tricky.
They are. We did 5 races.
Right?
So
I'm exhausted.
I'm
tired.
Yeah, that's a lot of work. We have a lot of swamp ass right now between the two of us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of helmet head.
Yep.
And a lot of swamp ass.
Yeah. Ian. But tell me more about the karts. Yeah.
Well, so I think we've talked about it since we've raced before, but I want to talk about this phenomenon of like no matter what happens, you and I are half a second apart.
Half a second. That's like the divide in talent between you and I is 1/2 second.
There's a little bit of a weight advantage, but not much.
I don't think it. I'm really starting to think that it doesn't really matter so much with the karts. Yeah,
I don't know
because I'm clocking in at like 195 nowadays.
Yeah,
right. I mean,
like 170.
Yeah. And you're like 70 pounds of guns. I noticed I legit noticed your arms today.
Okay.
Toddler curls, Ian.
Yeah.
I don't have a 40-pound thing that I just lift all the time, Ian.
Yeah.
That's the one element of dad bod that I'm jealous of.
Right. Yeah.
Biceps.
Yeah. The rest of it's pretty shitty though.
Those tries are popping from the toddler reps. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna lift strangers' toddlers. Like, yeah. No, just 6 more. 6 more.
Couldn't make it to the gym today.
Yeah.
That'll go over. That'll go over well.
I'm eyeing you next, first grader. Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway.
This is a car show, Ian.
It is
a car show. Ian, I mentioned I had an existential FMK Cars.
Okay.
Let's do it.
All right.
FMK Cars is a game that you and I play on the show. Ian.
Yes, it is.
Ian, I'm going to tell you like you don't know.
I know.
Ian.
And then you're going to like point your finger.
I'm going to point.
Okay.
Right? My dad always pointed like this, crooked finger. And then one time like I looked like with the finger. Didn't do that again.
Yeah,
Didn't do that
went
again.
well.
Yeah. Anyway, FMK Cars is a game that you and I play on our show. It is the classic game Fuck, Marry, Kill.
Interesting.
We play it with cars instead of people because
that makes sense.
We're nice,
yes.
Right? Ian, F is you hit it and quit it. It is your car you get to drive for a day.
Yes.
M means you marry it. You put a ring on it.
Mm-hmm.
It is your daily driver. You have to replace the blower motor on that whenever it fails.
Right.
You have to screw it up and then replace it again. Right?
Yep.
K means you kill it, send it to the crusher immediately.
Yeah.
Okay, Ian. This is a heady one, okay? I don't know. I'm giving it to you now because I think mentally you're going to be worse later in the show.
Okay.
Right? So I'm hoping you have your faculties about you.
Okay.
Okay?
I'm ready. I'm
Ready?
buckled in.
We don't need any pictures.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
All right, that makes me nervous.
The pictures are just in your mind. Or are they?
Yeah.
Ian, this one's called Ignorance is Bliss. Or is it?
All right.
Ian. Okay. So with this one, it's not so much what you get. It's what you don't know about the car.
Oh.
Okay? So in the scenario, this car is just kind of like this thing. You'll get it. So in the first scenario, you don't know the manufacturer or the model, and there's no way to determine that. Okay. You don't know what it is.
Okay.
You drive the car, you like the car, you enjoy it, but you don't know what that manufacturer and model is. Okay?
But how does it drive and feel and everything?
It drives and feels as great as it does.
Okay.
But you don't know the manufacturer or model.
Okay. All right.
Okay?
All right.
Second scenario, you don't know any technical details about the car whatsoever. Cylinder count, drivetrain, anything.
Okay.
Pistons on the calipers for the brakes.
Right.
Are they drum brakes? Are they rotors? You do not know. No idea.
Okay.
Okay? Lastly, you have no idea what the car looks like.
But I have all the other knowledge.
Yep. What do you think you could live without for a day, for the life of the car, and what could you simply not live without?
So in the first scenario, I know what it looks like, and I know technical details.
Yep.
I think I'm going to marry that.
You do not know the manufacturer or model.
That's fine.
Okay.
I think I'm going to marry that.
Okay. All right.
And then I would, for a day... I think for a day, I would not know the technical details.
Really?
Yeah. Because I'm trying to, that, to be honest, describes most of my rental car experiences.
Right? Yeah. It's like, is this the first 20 miles? Are you figuring out if it has a CVT?
Right. Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
And I don't really care that much.
Right.
So I think that's what I would do.
Okay.
I don't think I could do not knowing what it looked like.
Really?
I think that would be weird.
I thought you would take not knowing the manufacturer model. I figured you couldn't handle that.
Oh, no, yeah. I think I would marry that.
Okay.
I don't think that would bother me.
Really? Okay.
I mean, it would be awkward to be like, yeah, I'm super into cars, and then someone would be like, what do you drive?
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's true. That would be awkward. But I think that's the piece of information that I care the least about.
Okay.
Really.
Okay. I figured it was in the middle, or you cared most about that.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. Huh.
No.
Okay.
What do you do there?
I would definitely marry the not knowing the manufacturer model.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And then I would kill not knowing any technical details. I have to know the technical details of the car.
And then just for a day.
Not know what it looked like.
What
Yeah.
it looks like.
Yeah.
It just looks like a Nissan Micra.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just this like soap. It's a bar of soap. It says Dove on the side. Ivory. Irish Spring.
Yeah.
Those are all soaps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Yeah. Ian?
All right. Let's move it on.
Okay.
That was a good one, though. I like that.
Thank
I'm going to
you.
be thinking about it for the rest of my life.
I wanted to give you something a little heady.
That was heady.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Okay.
All right. Let's talk about the news.
Yeah, let's talk about the news.
The news. So this last weekend in Charlottesville, Virginia, there was a really horrendous attack.
Yeah.
And that was preceded by a really horrendous neo-Nazi white supremacist rally.
Yeah. Yeah. Awful.
And I don't want to address that in particular, but I kind of want to use it as a jumping off point to to talk about something that's kind of been bouncing around in my head, and we've talked about on the show previously. And just to kind of reiterate our point that car culture doesn't exist in a bubble or in a vacuum, and we do still have responsibilities to the larger culture.
Right.
And the young man who committed that
act of domestic terrorism.
The act of domestic terrorism. He's kind of in a long line of what some people call like the Lost Boys, or this idea that we have young men who are disaffected but still are required by their parents or by themselves or whatever to kind of show these the trappings of stereotypical masculinity and stuff. And that combination is kind of drives people to extreme sorts of outlets.
Right.
And so the idea behind this theory is that at the core of it, the base thing, what drives someone to join a neo-Nazi group is pretty much the exact same thing that drives someone halfway across the world to join ISIS,
right,
or any other militant type of group, which is always made up of these young men who have no direction in their life and all this other stuff. And there's a lot of debate about what other societal factors play into that and everything else.
Right.
But I want to focus on the masculinities thing.
Yeah, something we touch a lot on this show.
Because I feel like that's where our house, as in car culture, is in least order.
Right.
Right. I think I don't think there's a lot of tolerance of, although we've touched on it before with like the donk and lowrider stuff.
Sure.
But like, there's not a lot of tolerance for racism or white supremacy in car culture. But there is a lot of the like using chick car as a derivative thing.
Yep, exactly.
And I'm not trying to draw some sort of equivalence between saying the phrase chick car and neo-Nazis or anything like that.
Right. But it's an unsavory element that exists in our bubble of car culture.
Right.
And exists in culture as a whole, right?
Right. And those sorts of... And what got me thinking about this was we had both read the same thread on Twitter.
Yeah, on Twitter. Yeah. Fantastic thread that somebody wrote about face painting. A kid asked for a butterfly, and his parents didn't want him to have a butterfly.
Yeah. And it got me thinking about like our talk with Mr. Regular way back in episode 30 or something like that.
Yeah.
Where he was talking about the guy at his work with the lunch
pail.
He
had to go around telling everybody it was because his lunch pail was broken. He brought his wife's, which happened to be pink or some other kind of color.
Right.
Yeah.
And so he was using that to talk about the Miata,
which
is a great example of this sort of this sort of thing that I'm talking about. And so I just want to say that when you recognize these things in car culture, they do have consequences, and they do matter in the context of the world around us.
Yeah.
And I feel like when we see these things in the news, we need to be cognizant of, making the connection to, what am I doing in my little corner of culture?
Right.
To either help this problem or make this problem worse.
Right.
So, that's pretty much all I want to say about it.
You're exactly right, Ian. Like talking about the way that the masculinity is defined within car culture is something that we're no stranger to, and we are 100% on the same page on, right? Like I don't know. It's awful what happened, and like when you like stepping back from it, you see like the disaffected youth and like the the quote unquote lost boys and all of these like elements that contribute to somebody just having these awful ideas and adopting those things to identify themselves, right?
Mm-hmm.
And having the motivation to turn back on ourselves as car enthusiasts, as people in culture and car culture, and saying like, do we have we tweeted anything that somebody that doesn't look like us would perceive as like what the fuck, right?
Right.
Having that lens, that empathy, really, of putting yourself in someone else's shoes, that's a really important thing, not just in keeping our own house in order, but making sure that car culture doesn't we just don't have that reputation of these guys just want to speed all the time and they don't care about getting tickets, and
Right.
when it comes to talking about why things in autonomous cars are important and things like that, we're seen as a group that's taken seriously, right? We're not just treated like the the neo-Nazis, because nobody should take them seriously, right?
Well, and that is a good point for us in aggregate, but on an individual level, it's also nice. And part of the reason I wanted to say something is just that I feel like, it's a smaller group that we have.
Yeah.
And so when you see shit like this that makes you angry, as it should,
right.
You feel very powerless when it comes to why are all of a sudden there's Nazis everywhere. And so this is, this sort of self-reflection in a way is just something for us to be able to do,
right?
To feel like we're doing something,
right?
At least to make the culture around us a little bit better. So that was my motivation.
No, you're exactly right. You're exactly right. Not only are we identifying things that we don't want to define us as car enthusiasts,
right.
we are actively speaking out against those things and other elements of culture that
right.
would be present in ours as well, and we're not fucking having any of it.
Yeah, I
right?
agree. Yes,
yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. So,
which brings me to an FMK cars. I think we got out. I think we did that. I think we did that without too much fallout there.
No, I love the way that you talk about this kind of stuff. No.
All right, so this one's
is
called
something that should not be kept from the show.
This FMK,
I'm going to continue complimenting you.
This FMK
because you're
cars
smart
is
and
called,
pretty, and I like you.
Jesus, we need this again, huh? Cute cars.
Okay.
So this is one.
Let me get my Google later.
We've done this in the past before when we've had to deal with heavy shit,
some bullshit. Yeah.
And we need to do it again.
Yeah.
So
all right.
Sometimes you just need to look at some cute motherfucking cars.
Yeah. Or Ford Crown Vics. Okay.
Or Ford
yeah.
Crown Vics.
Okay. What do you got for me?
Fiat Jolly.
Fiat Jolly.
And I will say thank you to Jalopnik for. I definitely lifted this from their top 10 list of cute cars. So.
Okay. All right. I like the. Oh, look at that two-tone.
Look how adorable
look at the little green
is.
one. I want the little green one.
Who doesn't want that?
Oh God. Okay. What else you got for me, buddy?
All right.
I love that the seats are wicker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go on.
Meadows Frisky Sport.
What?
Yep.
Meadows Frisky
Sport.
Oh,
one word.
Oh
no,
man.
Frisky Sport is one word.
Frisky Sport is one word?
Yeah. So yeah.
Oh wow! Look at that little guy. Looks like a little. It looks like something Marvin the Martian would drive.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, it looks like a little spaceship. And it's so tiny. How do you even have room for fender mirrors?
Right. Like, what's even the point?
Look at how skinny that tire is.
I also like the spotlight.
Yeah.
Right in front of the fender mirror, rendering it completely useless. Because it's just going to be blinding you.
Right back in your turn on the light. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Look at that. I have mountain bike tires that are wider than that.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
That's fantastic.
Right. You, me, Meadows Frisky Sport road trip.
Yeah. Also, that's the greatest name for a car ever.
Yeah.
The Frisky Sport.
Right.
And then the Mazda Porter cab.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, God. These are so adorable. Yeah. Oh, God. Look at its eyes. Look at its face, Ian.
And that color green is perfect.
That color green is the best. I think everybody knows my favorite color is green. The uglier the green, the more I like it.
And that's like pea soup green.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I am in. Yeah. Yeah. If you could add metallic flake to that, I want that on a bike frame. All
right.
Yeah. Oh, my God. I would do the wheels on my car in that color. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
No.
Yeah. Okay, so we have the Fiat Jolly.
Yeah.
The Meadows Frisky Sport.
I think it's the Meadows Frisky Sport.
Meadows Frisky. The Meadows Frisky.
Frisky Sport.
As if you have like plural.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the Porter cab. Oh man.
I love the wheels on that.
Oh my God.
They
Yeah.
look like they have little meats, like little racing meats on them.
I know, right? Oh God. I think I'm gonna marry the Porter cab.
Yeah.
And then I think I'm going to F the Meadows Frisky Sport because come on, look at it.
Yeah, I think you've chosen exactly correctly.
And then I think I hate to say it, I have to kill the Fiat 500, the Jolly.
Yeah.
But I mean, wicker seats, although Fiat's wicker is probably better than my Saab's interior leather when it comes right down to build quality.
Right.
Right. What would you do there?
I think I would do the same thing.
You marry the Porter cab?
It's so great.
It is so fantastic.
You could just do so many Home Depot runs in that.
Oh my God. How much do those things go for?
I don't know.
Should that be our vector into collectible cars?
Oh, maybe.
A Mazda Porter cab?
That'd be amazing. I would put a go-kart right in the back of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could probably fit that thing on a bike rack on my Infinity. So I would take it to car shows on top of my Infinity. Yeah. Ian.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we need this. Ian, we need this. I hate to say it, but we need it.
I agree. I think that was a good one.
What else do we have
I think
to
we
talk?
needed that. We needed
did.
that.
We did.
We also needed the karting earlier. It's
Yeah.
a nice
Yeah.
mental cleanse
Right?
we've talked about. Yes.
Right? Yeah.
I have news.
You do?
News about us.
Really?
Yeah.
No, nobody likes us.
Well, we're going to get to that.
We?
A while back I wrote and published on our website, on our fairly often updated website.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I wrote and posted a review of the Ford Focus RS, which I
Yes.
was actually pretty happy with how it turned out. I thought it was a really good review.
Yeah.
I had sent it. I had rented it through Turo, and I had sent the review to the Turo guy,
Right.
who I had rented it from, and he seemed to enjoy it.
Yeah.
And I kind of forgot about it. We didn't really do much else with it. It didn't like pass it around to people or anything.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, that's on the Drive Tribe.
Yeah.
That's not on our website.
That's one of the aggregated ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah.
Yeah. So
We
that
took
was
some pictures.
Yeah, Dave's awesome photo that he took.
Oh, thanks, buddy. I need to Photoshop that tree out of the top of it. Yeah. Anyway.
But anyway, so I got a notification that someone had linked to our review.
I love that we have a Google News alert for us, and it's like fired once.
Yeah. Well, this was actually through the website. It was a link back.
Oh, okay.
So it was like I needed to approve the link back.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right.
It's a like a WordPress thing, and someone on the Focus RS forum
Here, I'll pull up the forum. Yeah. Okay.
posted the review in its entirety, which is fine with me.
Sure.
And it was like one of the moderators of the forum posted it on there and just like created its own a new thread for it. And the thing I'm most excited about is that we got shit talked about it.
Okay. All right.
All right. So if you keep going down to that Hydro Stream gentleman.
Okay. All right.
I swear half these reviewers have never driven a fast car in their
Oh,
life.
God.
It's like all they have driven are Camrys and Malibus, and then they get into Focus and are blown away. Kind of like that sheltered only child who finally gets some freedom and goes apeshit on candy and sodas and annoys the hell out of all the other kids at the party.
This is the best.
That's him talking about me.
Yeah.
That's him talking about me.
Candy
on
right
the
here.
Internet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, he said shift early, stay out of boost, and coast to a stop. Well, yeah, no fucking
Coast
kidding,
to a stop. Okay.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who are we? The Flintstones?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
he took, because the gist of my review was that it might be a little bit much.
Yeah.
It might be a little bit
Maybe
much.
it's designed to be that way.
Right.
Yeah.
And I ended the review by being like, I need more of it.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
But yeah. So I just thought it was funny that we got shit talked on the internet.
That's funny. Yeah.
Because I think that's the first time that's really happened.
Yeah. Yeah. I think, well, yeah. I mean, we've had some Instagram tete-a-tetes, but, that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, nobody, especially on a forum, I feel
Yeah.
like you're not anybody in car culture until someone complains about you on a forum.
Exactly.
And it finally happened. It finally happened. There were also people who enjoyed the review, I think.
Yeah, I like what this guy says.
Yeah.
Like where it was the same for the first couple of weeks. Awesome, fun, loud pops, and then like the reality of it sets in. Yeah, and then finding a comfort zone with it. Yeah.
Yeah. So we will be posting we'll post a link to this episode.
Yeah.
In this forum.
In the Focus RS. Yes, in this forum. Yes, exactly. Right.
And
because we'll go
should be
up
fun.
our own buttholes. Yeah. Why shouldn't we go up the internets? Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just thought that was
that's fantastic.
that was great.
Yeah.
That we got shit talked on the internet.
Oh man, I love it. Yeah. Well, thank you, Ford Focus RS folks. Yeah, we should address them, the people that post to the forum.
Oh yeah.
Hi guys.
Yeah, the Hoonigan. I don't know if they're actually like Hoonigan people.
Whatever. Yeah.
But
hi.
like
the humans that are at the other end of the keyboards that made that happen.
Yeah.
Hello. Hi.
Hello. Thank you.
Yeah.
You may enjoy the rest of our piping hot content.
Yeah, we're an automotive podcast.
Probably not though.
Yeah, probably not.
Probably
You might hate us, and you might hate,
But you know what? You have a forum. You can just complain about it.
Yeah, exactly. Right? Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I'm thankful that the article got some traction because I think you did a great job writing it.
Thank you.
And,
yeah, I was happy with it.
And I look back on the Ford Focus RS experience fondly. And the thing that I like about this stuff, like circling back to, and like we are in an automotive, like we have made our own human centipede of car stuff.
Right.
And now we have sewn our lips to the butt of the end of it. And so it's just this circle, right? Because that just came
I
back.
think this analogy may be getting away from you.
It just came back though,
Oh,
right?
yeah, it did.
We just made the full poop loop,
Yeah.
right?
I like that you could have gone with boomerang.
Nope, poop loop.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Straight to poop loop.
yep. So I the thing that I really like about this kind of like this ricochet, this boomerang, or this poop loop.
The poop loop.
Your words, not mine. Is that when one of these stories comes back across our blanket fort desk, it makes me think about the scenario in which that content was written. Right. Whenever we think about whenever we're presented with that, then we think back about our experience with the Focus RS, right? And and sometimes we do it without being prompted, sometimes we don't, right? And looking back on that, I still remember how visceral and manic it was, and how much of a handful that would be to drive on a daily basis, but you can't get it out of your head. Right? It is that song that you like. It is that song that you heard that is just straight garbage. Like it is like Green Day basket case garbage. It is 3 chords at you very quickly,
Right.
but it is in your fucking head,
Yeah.
and you're actually okay with it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like you might put the windows down in the summertime and crank it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
agree with you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You're the one who always takes it to poop. So
Sure. That was me.
Ian, speaking of poop, I have a really weird FMK cars for you.
Oh God.
Okay. This one actually involves real cars. This is not just concepts.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know where else to put this in the show, so I'm doing it now.
Great.
Okay.
Let's
All
do
right.
it.
Okay. This one's going to get weird.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna watch for the Google later.
I don't even have a title for this one. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let me think of a title. Wolf in sheep's clothing, I guess. Okay. All right. First, you might want this. Here,
Oh,
let
God.
me give you the blanket fort messaging system.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
So I was driving around, as I do, and I saw a Mercury Mariner. You remember what that is?
I believe so. Is that the SUV, right?
Yeah. You remember the Ford equivalent?
It was the Escape.
Uh-huh. Yep. You're exactly right. So let me pull up Mercury Mariner.
Yeah, I remember these.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Mercury Mariner. All right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
right. So that just started off the poop loop of FMK cars in my mind.
Stop it with the poop loop.
Okay, so Mercury Mariner.
All right.
Okay, that's your first car.
Okay.
In this scenario, you are dressed head to toe in yacht clothing.
Yacht.
Okay.
Yacht clothing.
But, Ian, in reality, you are an escaped convict.
Okay.
All right?
What did I do?
I don't know. Something with poop. Okay. All right?
This is going downhill quickly.
Okay.
Okay.
Ian, that's our podcast.
Yes.
Okay. Second, Ian.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
All right.
Let me get the... Oh, God, what's happening to the browser? Okay. Second, Ian, Mercury,
God.
Sable. These are all Mercuries, Ian.
Yeah, I picked up on that.
Remember the Mercury Sable?
Yeah, I do.
It was the
Taurus, right?
You, in the scenario, you are covered head to toe in fabulous sable. It's an animal.
Right.
But you're actually a mythological beast.
A Taurus.
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. So covered. I see where you're going. Covered
head to toe in sable.
Sable. So just fur.
Yep.
Just fur clothes.
Uh-huh.
That's going to be, I'm just going to let you know.
Not a stretch from your day to day.
Unfortunate. That is going to be some unfortunate smells and textures happening.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm actually, so what are the logistics of this? So am I like...
I love it when you want to dig into my wackadoodle ideas in FMK cars. In the scenario, you're on fire.
Yeah.
Tell me about this fire. Blue flame, orange flame. Yeah.
I'm this mythological beast. Do I turn into this beast?
No, you're at 24/7.
But do people see me? As like a human form?
It's just nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm a fur-covered beast that's wearing fur.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm going to just write down Dave is insane.
I might have finally lost it in this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is actually a phone I'm just texting for help.
You just dialed 911 and put it on speakerphone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
We'll be right there, sir. Okay. All right.
Okay. Lastly.
All right. Yeah.
All right. Mercury.
Yeah.
Mystique.
The Mystique.
Do you remember what the Mystique was?
The Mystique, I believe, was the Ford Contour.
You're exactly right.
How am I going to be a Contour?
Shh.
Okay.
Shut your pretty mouth.
All right.
Ian.
Yes.
In this one, your day job?
There's a poop loop. I'm going to be pissed.
Nope.
All right.
Day job. You are a magician. Okay? With, like, as good as you think you would be at magic. Also,
please tell me I work at Curves.
You would be the best, worst magician. You'd be like, it's fucking gone.
Yeah.
What do you want? What do you want? What do you want from me?
Yeah.
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 And so you're a magician by day.
Okay.
And a back alley plastic surgeon by night.
Oh my God.
Because contour.
Yeah, I got it.
Contour. Taurus. Escape.
This was good. I like this. All right. So
this is what happens when I have to drive like 2 hours a day for work, like
and you
3
see
or 4 days.
A Mercury.
Yeah, and I see a Mercury. Yeah.
You're an insane person.
Ian, I've managed to convince you to talk to me in blankets for almost 2 years now.
I know. And we're not recording any of it.
Right.
I'm an escaped convict wearing yacht clothes.
Uh-huh.
A mythological beast, some reason also wearing fur. Or a back alley plastic surgeon.
Uh-huh.
Who hides out in plain sight as a magician.
Yes. Uh-huh. God, you would be the best, worst magician.
I would be
terrible.
terrible.
I want to see that so bad.
I'll do that for a day.
Okay.
I'll do that for a day.
Okay. And I mean, your car is a Mercury Mystique.
Am I at least a good back alley surgeon?
Yeah, I mean, you pay enough to feed the beast, Yeah. Which I assume
what does that even mean?
Taurus.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Like
I get paid enough? That doesn't answer the question. I said, am I good at it?
Well, I mean, what determines if you're good? If people keep giving you money for the things you do, then
Do the people die? Do the people die when I operate on them?
I will say that there's no unintended deaths at your hand.
Okay, great. Unintended. That was an interesting qualifier.
Yeah. Why do you think it was there? Someone hasn't watched season 3 of Shameless. Yeah.
I have not.
Yeah.
I will. You know what? Okay, so I'm gonna marry the Mercury Sable.
Okay. All right. And you will be a mythological beast
I will
covered
be a
in hair.
mythological beast covered in hair, and
Which is
also
pretty-
more hair.
Yeah, exactly. Which
Yeah.
is pretty much what you are now.
Pretty much.
Right.
And then for a day, I'll be a magician. Sorry, magician.
Oh, a magician. You're going to try the mystique.
And
Okay.
yeah, and then a back alley plastic surgeon.
Okay. All right.
Yes,
I think
I'm gonna crush. I don't think I can pull off yacht clothes.
I think you can.
No.
I think just boat shoes. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think I can do it.
No?
No.
Just a sweater tied
No.
around your shoulders.
I love that of all the things presented to me, that's
Uh-huh.
the one that I'm like,
But you being a
Doesn't seem
mythological
real.
beast. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
doesn't seem
Yeah.
real to me.
Yeah, not really buying into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Right? Like when I watch a musical, I'm like, nobody ever breaks out in song,
Right.
right? But then I watch a movie with giant robots and I'm like, go on.
Yeah,
I'm in.
exactly.
I'm into this world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure, that could be real,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yep.
I think if you're just picking on cars alone, you made the correct choice because the Mariner
Yeah.
is an awful garbage piece of garbage that is garbage.
Yeah, as was the Escape that it was
Yeah.
based on. Yes.
The Mercury Sable / Ford Taurus was fantastic and one of the great cars.
You know what's funny is I've driven all of the Ford variants of all three of these. Never drove the Mercury versions of any of them.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know that I've ever driven a Mercury. Come on, that can't be right.
I don't think I have either.
I
Never
don't know.
drove a Cougar. Never drove a Grand Marquis.
I drove a Cougar once.
You did? Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
The little V6 one?
Yeah, one of
Okay.
the more recent ones.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Those are supposed to be really good.
Yeah, this one wasn't. It wasn't very well cared for. I'll tell you about that
Oh, okay.
one later.
Okay. And then I mean, yeah, like the Ford Contour was an awful car, but yeah.
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 It wasn't terrible,
No, it wasn't terrible. Yeah.
but not
I
great.
don't know. Yeah. I really want to see you as a magician now.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would your magician name be?
Just that.
I was just
It's
gonna
just
say.
that.
Yeah.
I realized halfway through that side. Oh no, that's it.
Uh-huh.
I've answered the question.
And here's Ian.
the great.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right. Ian, what else do we have to talk
It would
about?
just be me throwing cards at the audience, drinking whiskey.
Seeing what sticks. Yeah. Is this your card? It is
No.
now. It is now. Ian,
Yeah, pretty much.
let's talk about more car stuff.
Okay, let's talk about more car stuff.
Oh, yeah. So
I
let's
wanna
talk
talk about
about real automotive journalists.
Real automotive journalism.
Yeah.
So there was a story on NPR.
Yeah, let me
Maybe
pull
a couple
up
weeks
so
ago.
what people know what it looks like. And I listened to it. It's pretty good. But yeah, so on NPR, listen up, how recognizing sounds can help with car repairs.
So it was this really interesting story, and I recommend everyone listen to it.
Yeah.
Before, don't pay attention to what we're going to talk about because it's nonsense.
Yeah.
But the gist of the article is that there's all this research being done into like automating really difficult tasks.
Yep.
And with AI and all of these other efforts. And one of the things that people are trying to do is to try to branch out from just visual stuff, which has kind of been a big portion of where,
OCR and image recognition. Yeah. Yeah.
right, and moving into sound recognition.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they started talking, and they were talking about it in the context of car repair.
Which is crazy because I operate in another area of it at work that I'll tell you about. Go on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So they were talking about the idea that basically, and they played some clips from like Click and Clack where they would have the person calling in recreate the sound that the car was making.
Yes.
And then they would always say like, well, the fix is just to turn up the radio.
Right.
So it was an interesting thing, and they were talking about putting these sensors in mechanic shops where the mechanic would recreate the problem, and then do their professional diagnosis, and then they would be able to match up what the sound was with what the diagnosis was.
Right.
And that got me thinking of what that would actually be like for me.
Okay.
Or most of the people that I know.
Yeah.
Which would be, you would be able to figure out what the problem was by which particular and at what volume swear words were just being
right. Yeah.
thrown around the garage, right?
Right. Yeah. Shit. Like water pump.
Yep.
Water pump.
Oh, that's a water pump.
Yep. Dave knows he's in for 2.5 hours of work. Yep. Water pump. Yep. That shit had a water pump timber. Yeah. Not to be confused with the alternator. Fuck.
Yeah. Or those olive oil covered motherfuckers. Oh, that's a Maserati bi-turbo alternator. That's what that one is.
Right. Yeah. Yep. Fucking Sweden. Right. Yeah. Just Saab.
Yeah. An entire Saab is broken.
Yeah.
Covered in meatballs next time, why don't you, assholes? Right.
Right.
Exactly.
This is Dave realizing that he doesn't have the correct torques, the inverted torques bits for his car.
And so to me, that would be a lot more productive. They probably gain a lot more intelligence more quickly that way than by trying to listen to the actual car.
Yeah.
And so this brings me to an FMK Cars.
Okay, all right.
Which I am quite pleased with myself over.
Apparently, yeah. You have a very self-satisfied smile. You have a glow about you. What have you been doing on that side of the table?
You don't come over here ever, do you, right? All right, this one's called Shit Fuck Balls. Also known as a burned out headlight that's of course right in front of the air filter, so I can't quite get the leverage you need without dropping shit fuck balls. In this scenario, you got to pay attention to this part.
Okay.
In this scenario,
oh god, my face hurts.
Your car will break.
Okay. All right. Okay.
And
right. As will my spirit.
And I will make the first attempt to fix it.
Okay. All right. Oh,
I will.
Great.
I will, of course, fail.
Yeah, you are known the world over for your mechanic abilities.
And then you use something else to diagnose and fix the issue.
Okay, all right.
You'll catch on quickly.
Yeah, I'm sure I will.
All right.
Okay, I feel like I don't have a choice.
The first one, and this one is again called Shit Fuck Balls. Okay, so this first one is a 2004 Maserati Grand Coupe.
Okay. 2004.
Yep.
This was up on Bring a Trailer recently, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Grand.
No D.
Grand Coupe.
Yep.
Great. I forgot the E.
But you get that generation.
It's this
one
guy
that
right
always
here.
Broke and had the terrible F1 gearbox.
This one, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
This particular car suffers from cooling problems.
Okay.
When I attempt to fix it, the coolant sprays on my shirt.
Okay.
You must decode the spray pattern on the shirt.
Okay. All right.
Okay,
And I have to pick it out from your normal body sweat.
Right.
Okay. Grand Sport.
Yep.
Or Grand Coupe.
Grand Coupe, yep.
Someone sprayed on your chest. Okay.
Yep.
Spray on chest.
2000
Okay.
Jaguar XKR.
Oh,
We'll
yeah.
go with the coupe.
I like these. Yeah,
they're very cool.
Come on, Firefox. Give me the images back.
In this car,
don't be poopy. Okay.
Poop loop.
Yeah.
In this car, there is one bolt in a very hard to reach spot that always backs itself out.
Okay.
But it'll be a different one in a different hard to reach spot.
Okay.
Every time.
This is a 2000.
Yep.
2000 Jag
XKR.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The Ian Callum designed one.
Yeah.
Okay, so it has a bolt that will back out.
It has a bolt in a hard to reach spot that will back out.
Okay. All right.
And it's a different spot every time. And to figure out what bolt has come apart that I have failed to tighten, you will look at my knuckles.
To see what's bashed.
To see what's bashed.
Okay, bashed knuckles. Okay.
Then my favorite car on the list.
Okay, let's go back to the browser here.
1990. Alfa Romeo.
Oh boy.
These are all, if you notice,
Yeah.
unreliable cars.
Uh-huh.
SZ.
SZ. What is that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I really like this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's the
look at it
coolest,
from the
right?
back, too.
I know, right?
Yeah. Oh, funky. Uh-oh. What's going to be the catch with this one? Okay.
All right. Something in the engine bay will break.
Well, yeah.
While I try to fix it,
Uh-huh.
I will drop a tool and lose it.
Okay.
You will have to diagnose what is wrong based on what is missing from my toolbox.
Oh, shit. How organized is your toolbox?
Very unorganized, Dave,
Yeah.
and a surprise to no one.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, okay. All right. So there was a version of that Maserati Grand Sport that had some of the most perfect taillights.
Yeah.
It's not this one, obviously.
Are you talking about the ones that connect?
No, it was
I
the
didn't
3200 coupe, I think.
The 4200, I think. Maybe.
I don't know.
Are we going down a taillight rabbit hole instead of answering the question?
Yeah.
Is that what's happening right now?
Yeah, 3200.
Okay.
Was it the 3200? Yeah. That.
Oh, yeah, you like those.
Right? Yeah. And I don't get that, do I?
No.
I don't get that.
No, because I didn't say that, did I?
Look at those taillights, though.
They're very cool. Dave,
It was the same thing from the front.
the taillights
Uh-huh.
were not a part of this, and also neither is that car.
Okay. All right. Okay.
You give me a hard time for Googling on the job.
I know. Okay. So okay, I have to
Shitfuck balls.
kill the Maserati because I don't want to look at liquid sprayed all over your chest. And also,
Understandable.
it's not the one that has the good taillights. And I'll look
So
at it and
must
be
be
like,
killed.
yeah, shitfuck balls. I don't have the right taillights.
Right.
Okay? So then I am going to, for a day, drive the Alfa Romeo SZ.
Okay.
Because honestly, should you think you could get more than a day out of that?
Right.
That's called hubris, and you will be punished for it. Also, I like that in the corner of this, Range Rover.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, oh, hello, unreliable. I'm also unreliable. They both swiped right on unreliability, and here they are. Right?
Yeah. I just love the way that thing looks.
Yeah.
I think it's super
it's
cool.
fun. And the back is so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is fantastic, right?
Yep.
It's like a Geo Metro, but amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah. It's like Batman's Geo Metro.
Yeah. I actually have a Hot Wheels car of that.
Do you?
And Nico has it now, and it has suspension.
No
Do you remember
way.
the Hot Wheels cars that had
Yeah,
suspension? It
yeah.
was one of those, and it was always one of my favorite cars, and now he has it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, those are so cool. Okay, so for a day I'm doing that. Then I am 100% marrying the Jag, buying you some better shop gloves for your busted knuckles.
Well, then how are you going to know where the thing
Yeah,
is?
true, right? But look at it.
Yeah, it's very cool.
I think this is the concept.
It might be.
Yeah, but oh my God. Yeah. Yeah,
they're-
that's
they're
amazing.
gorgeous.
Yeah, they are really pretty.
Yeah.
Every now and then you see one still running on the street.
Mhm.
I saw an E-Type today.
Oh, really?
I would like to pose that in this part of the country,
Yeah.
you're probably more likely to see a running E-Type than you are an
XKR.
XKR from that era. I'm trying to, in the last like 2 months, I've seen 2 E-Types. One was
During the summer months, you might be right.
One was the V12 Coupe too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, light yellow.
That's cool.
They were both yellow. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't
What
know.
would
I feel like I see those around every once in a
What
while.
would you do?
Well, that's kind of hard because
Would you look at the liquid on my chest?
the thing is that you would actually fix the car.
Let's say I can't get through my rage.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think you've chosen correctly. I think that Maserati would be insufferable to live with.
Right.
I think you've made the right choice.
Certainly the car to risk reward is not there.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Okay. So then
I think I would do the same thing.
okay, the Alpha for a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that just looks
I've
so
always-
funky.
I've always loved that car.
Yeah.
I've always thought it was just super cool.
It is. It is. I love it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Anyway,
Ian?
I was happy with that one. I thought
like
it was fun. Yeah. Yeah.
Ian, how long have we been doing this?
I don't know.
So I want to give a shout out to our buddy Hannes. He sent us a listener, FMK Cars. And I'm sorry that I'm just now getting to this. He sent us this in May.
Oh God,
we're assholes.
Did we not do it already?
I didn't. I kept forgetting, and I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry, Hannes.
Oh.
But he's my buddy. I've had some awesome conversations with him on Instagram, and I'm really thankful that he reached out to us because he's an awesome, awesome guy. So here we go. Here's his FMK Cars, Ian. And yeah, we can pull up pictures of them.
Okay.
Let's see here. So he says,
do you want me to run that? Do you want me to run the
yeah.
Googling?
Do you mind doing that?
No, not at all.
Okay,
I'm done
cool.
with mine.
Awesome.
All right.
Okay, so he says, my girlfriend and I started watching shitty movies because of the Flophouse podcast, which sounds fantastic. I need to check that out. I like How Did This Get Made myself. And he says, we got into shitty good car movies. She actually came up with the idea. Here's our FMK Cars shitty car movie edition.
Okay.
Number 1, The Fast and the Furious, Dom's Charger RT. Okay, but you must live according to his philosophy, a quarter mile at a time. That means you can never drive for more than a quarter mile before you have to make a full 4-wheel stop. Okay?
Okay.
To balance this one out, you also have to wear white wife beaters at all times and actually get the full quote inked on your forearms in Gothic letters. Okay? The words must be arranged so that they only form the full quote if you put your fists together in front of you.
Perfect.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Classy.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Okay,
Yep.
so I'm sorry. So what you're living your life quarter mile all the time. I heard the thing, the wife beaters and the tattoo. What was right before that?
You can only drive a quarter mile at a time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right, that would be inconvenient.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before you have to make a full 4-wheel stop.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Last second. Gone in 60 seconds. You get Eleanor, the modded Shelby Mustang GT500. But, and that's his exclamation point. That's something you would do. But,
Yeah.
right? Every time you have sex, and yes, even during foreplay, you must talk like this. And he has added the Gone in 60 Seconds Nicolas Cage, Angelina Jolie scene. Yeah. Where, Nicolas Cage has full-blown Nicolas Cage in it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And let's see here. And he added, just want to make sure that you understand that it means you have to say stuff like overhead camshaft, inline 6, and good brakes. Also not getting around by there's no getting around it simply by not having sex. If you don't, you have to do it while you're having your alone time. And if you quit doing that, then you're just going to have a lot of sex dreams with Nick Cage and his weird bedroom talk in it.
Oh, my God. All right.
Okay. I think I know what you're marrying.
Ugh.
Okay. Lastly, the Italian job. You don't get the new Mini. You get the Aston Martin Vanquish from 2002. All right. Every now and then, group of ragtag conmen and criminals will wildly drive around in your house in the new Mini. As in several cars, sort of trying to coordinate their driving but failing miserably. And in this chaos, the only way to get them out is to convince them you don't have the safe full of gold. But they don't really hurt your family, these are his exact words, but it is going to be annoying as fuck. What do you think you would do?
Oh, man, that's a tough one.
It is. I love it. This is so great. Thank you, Hannes. I know what I'd do.
I think for a day,
I
would do Eleanor.
Okay.
And the Nicolas Cage dirty talk.
Yeah, I would marry that.
God.
Go on.
I think I would marry the Vanquish. And the Minis running around, because how fun would that be? And then I would crush Dom Toretto and the Charger.
Yeah. I would
do
the Aston for a day and then crush the Charger RT.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I like that.
I like that we're on the same page.
That's a good one. Good one. Nice.
Thank you. That was fun.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. So what's up to him? Our buddy Hannes. Always fantastic to hear from.
Absolutely. I'm sorry that Dave lost your FMK cars.
God, we get it from the Facebook and the Twitter and the Instagram but anyway.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ian.
Dave.
What else do we have to let's dig deep into like some really like up our own butt topic. Let's get into it, buddy. This is when we're going to solve all the world's problems.
I had 2 rental cars recently.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
Do you want to talk about them?
Sure.
Do you? Okay.
I don't have a lot of thoughts on them. I just have brief thoughts.
Okay. All right. Let me pull up browser so people can see pictures of these vanilla bastards.
I had a 2017.
Whoa, new.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nissan Maxima.
Okay.
That's a 2917.
Yeah. That's how
future car.
Typing works. Yeah. Yeah. So like this guy here.
Yeah. And it's got the. If you get the one that's got the back view.
Okay. Yeah. It's got that weird
floating thing up there.
Yeah.
Which so this one was in like a lighter.
This thing right here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't hate it. The more I see it, the more I don't hate it.
Okay.
Before I thought it was really stupid.
Okay. All right.
The thing with the Maxima. I'll say this generation is definitely better than the last one.
Okay.
But it still has that thing where like it feels like fake nice.
Okay. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's fine. It's quick enough, and it has the CVT and which is okay. But everything does feel pretty plasticky and and cheap inside.
Okay.
But I didn't hate it as much as I thought I was going to. And if the choice is between that and an Impala, I think I'd take that.
Yeah, I could see that. That has a little bit of panache over an Impala.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Maxima is a car I never quite understood. Like, and this is from somebody who drives an old man sedan, right?
Right.
Like,
and they have like a huge following.
Yeah, like a crazy cult following.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So it's front wheel drive.
Mm-hmm.
It's a
and at one point the road was really greasy. And of course I turned it off traction control.
Yeah.
And it was just undrivable.
Was it really?
Undrivable.
It's a big car.
It is a big car. And it's, it's got a decent amount of power to it.
Yeah, 3.7 liter, 3.5 liter, something.
And it doesn't help that they had rental car tires on it.
True.
Which are always garbage.
Well, they always are when you're done with it, no matter how new they were.
No, I've even the cars that I've had had like 17 miles on them, the tires are garbage.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like they take the factory tires off and put like pictures of tires on there.
They just paint tread on completely bald tires.
Yeah, pretty much. They're always garbage.
But they should be like slicks, man. That contact patch is awesome. Yeah.
But yeah, it wasn't bad. It was a good. I drove it from Chicago to Flint. It wasn't. It was a comfortable car for us, and it's reasonably fast and everything.
Yeah.
And I didn't hate the infotainment system.
Okay.
But it just wasn't. It wasn't like.
Yeah.
It was fine.
Right. Yeah. Just nothing special.
So I want to know more about the Maxima cult.
Yeah, me too.
I feel like the last few generations maybe hasn't had such a big following.
Right, as this one right here, this guy.
Yeah.
This I think was the peak of the Maxima following.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Oh God, what have you done?
I've turned everything Japanese.
But anyway, so that was the first one, and then the second one I got is a very interesting case to me.
Okay.
2017 Buick Regal.
Oh yeah.
So, this one it had I had driven the one that was 2015, I think.
Yeah.
It was the last one I drove, and it's gotten some nice little refreshes. It's pretty much the same car, and it was the Regal T. So
right.
It's pretty quick, and it actually has quite a bit of induction noise when you have the windows down.
Nice.
And it's quick.
Yeah.
But it's funny because you can hear like the spool with the windows down, which is great.
That's fantastic. Yeah.
It's a frustrating car though.
Okay.
Because it.
Oh, why, Ian?
Why? Well, because it's like, it's supposed to be like, it's a rebadged Opel, and it's kind of like a sportier Opel.
Right, and it was the platform for the last Saab 9.5.
Yes.
Yep.
And it drives really well. It handles nicely for what it is. It
looks good too. I think they actually look good. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the way it looks.
Yeah.
Stops well. It's quick, but like they have the flattest seats I have ever seen in a car.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's almost like they're like convex.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're rounded up in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't understand that.
Like bench seats have more support than those things.
Right. It's supposed to be kind of like the sportier one.
Yeah.
And the infotainment system is truly horrendous.
Is it?
It's
Okay.
truly awful.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Like, it was-
the target buyer is still looking for a place to put in a cassette.
My father-in-law has one.
Uh-huh.
And I started to complain about these things to him.
Right.
And he looked at me like I had like 4 eyes.
Right. They did not land.
No.
Because they're not complaints to him.
Yeah. He was like, you want the seats to be narrower?
Right, right.
It's like, what?
Yeah. You want to hook your phone to what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? I do like it. The ride's a little bit crashy, I think, and it could do with like some drive modes. But who knows what's going to happen with this car, because
Right.
GM is now selling Opel to Peugeot.
Right.
So what does that mean for Buick? Half of the
Buick is based on these platforms. Yeah.
the cars are.
Yeah.
The SUVs are now like some of them are going to be made in China. Like,
Right.
It's a really even more confused
Weird.
future than it has been recently.
Yeah.
And
When are we going to get that awesome wagon?
Well, and that's the thing. It's based off of this platform, so
I want that wagon, Ian.
I do too. I wonder if we're only going to get it for like 1 year.
Did you ever think we'd be saying the sentence, "We want that Buick wagon"?
No,
No,
I didn't.
no. Unless it's like an old Roadmaster with an LS7 in it.
Right, exactly.
Right? Yeah.
No, it's just that like I feel like it's a frustrating car because it should be good, but
Yeah.
it's not.
You know what I would do if I had one?
I'm curious. I would like to drive a GS before I
Right.
write it off completely,
Yeah.
because I wonder if that has like the
Right.
sports seats and all that. Anyway,
Right.
go ahead.
You know what I would do if I had one?
What's that?
Wood grain.
Which is like on one door.
Yeah, I would put vinyl wood grain on it.
Really?
Oh yeah,
It
it's
would
a
look
Buick.
It would look terrible on that
It's a
car.
Buick. I think if you go out in your driveway in a full moon, it just shows up.
What if you did wood grain stripes?
Yes.
Wood grain racing
Yes.
stripes over the top.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do that to your car.
Okay.
That's what you'll wake up next April 1st and walk out to your car to go to get a cup of coffee, and there's just wood grain stripes on it. You probably wouldn't even be that mad, would you?
No, I wouldn't.
No,
be.
if it was just vinyl that you could peel off.
Yeah, no, I'd probably leave it on.
Yeah, for at least a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right?
All right,
Yeah.
let's wrap this up. This
Okay,
is
we've had
getting
enough of
crazy.
this tomfoolery.
Yeah.
Ian, who are we?
We are Team Clearcoat. This has been ostensibly a car show.
Yeah,
Although I think we did a pretty good job of staying on topic.
I think we did pretty good job too, Ian.
Poop loops notwithstanding.
Yep.
We did a pretty good job. And yeah, you can find us on teamclearcoat.com.
Yep.
You can watch this show on YouTube.
Yep. Twitch.
everyone
There
knows
there
that.
may be somebody watching us on Twitch. Hi, Twitch.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Ian,
Dave,
thanks for sitting down in the blanket fort with me again, buddy.
thanks for having me over.
Thanks for the idea to go karting because we needed some kart therapy,
Oh,
some carapy, if you will.
I don't think
we
I will.
can't we can't portamento that.
I don't think so.
Spoonerism it.
No.
Cart therapy. Therarding?
Farting.
Tharding? Uh-huh. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's okay.
Uh-huh.
Yep. We
Do you
needed
see
it.
what I have to deal with over here?
I know.
Mhm.
Every day.
Okay.
Every day.
All right. We
Yep.
love you. Goodbye.
We do. All right. Bye.